Okay. I believe we are going here. Yes, we are. Alright, so welcome back, everyone. Today we are doing something completely different. We are going to be doing a live reaction to the 2026 Monster Jam World Finals selection show. While I work on this here project. Now, because of the way Monster Jam does all their copyright and whatnot, I won't be able to have, the visuals up on the screen. I wish I could, but I'm not going to risk, losing this channel, because that did happen to my other one almost, once upon a time. So, just to keep it safe here. So instead, I'm just going to have an AirPod in to hear what he's saying, and I can look at it and whatnot, and then I'll give, it's more so giving commentary than anything else. Just going to unpack it as it goes along, and in the meantime of doing that, I'm going to work on this track right here. The problem is I've kind of already gotten done with all the stuff that I know how to do, which is, like painting the ramps and making the ramps. I completely forgot how to put the chalk lines, and I have no clue how to start with texturing the ramps or anything. So, with all that being said, just so you know, I might end up having to ditch this idea until after the selection show. Okay, I need to mute the selection show for now because it's playing the same song over and over again. It's just going. I can't hear it anymore. Like, I just cannot listen to that for the next however many minutes until this stupid selection show starts. So like I was saying, I've kind of already done all this stuff here on this track that I know well how to do. So in that event, I might just have to ditch the idea of making a track live until after the selection show ends, when I can, actually look at, that there's a tutorial I was using, a very specific one. Yeah, I might have to wait until I can look at that again to finish up on this stuff, but we'll see. I'll see how the pace ends up looking. I might be able to finish this track on stream today. We'll see. I mean, all I have to do is chalk it and texture it. And then I guess finding out how to, pack it up and stuff is a monster for another day. I have never done any of that. I might just get that done over the summer. Just try to finish this track and maybe a couple other ones now. Oh, shoot. This is all supposed to be red. Whoops. Only this is blue. Just try to finish as many tracks as I can over this next week, and then over the summer when I have a lot more free time, try to do all the packing and stuff, because it's pretty confusing, honestly. I'm not a coding kind of guy. I have a blast making the tracks and painting the ramps and all that, but as soon as we get to packing files, I'm lost. And then I gotta find out how to upload them to Beam Monsters, and it's gonna be a whole project for a whole different day. In the meantime, we're just gonna keep trying to finish off painting this backflip ramp. I don't have the what's the word? The box that I need for it. I'm gonna have to get that at a different time. So I'm just trying to do the painting, get the painting out of the way for the parts I can paint. Oh my gosh, I can't listen to this stupid. Okay. I kind of forgot how the backflip ramps get painted this year. I know it's similar to how the rest get painted, but it's. I'm just gonna do this my own way. This is my track. I'm gonna do what I want on my track. I want it to be like a replica custom, like a very realistic track style, but obviously not at a show that actually happened, because anyone that knows me should know pretty easily that this is the Arizona State Fairgrounds, and Monster Jam doesn't happen to go through the Arizona State Fairgrounds. You can probably tell by looking at it. Alright, nope. I think that is even. Yes, it is. Let me check chat really quick. Oh, wow, we got people in here. Welcome to, Nathan, welcome. Welcome, Chipmunk. Monster Truck Destruction? Oh, yeah. I've played lots of Monster Truck Destruction. I just never made any tracks because it's paywalled. At least last time I played it was paywalled, and I didn't mess with that. I don't want to pay for that. I'd much rather stick to BeamNG where I don't have to pay for extra to do more things and everything else is higher quality. Monster Truck Destruction, though, I mean, I feel like that's everyone's first Monster Truck game. Well, no. I mean, that's like Urban Assault and Path of Destruction, I guess. And even then, that's still kind of a young thing for me to be saying. I mean, for a lot of people, that was like their, you know, like, I don't know, 6th Monster Jam game. I don't know, maybe like 4th. You know, Urban Assault, Path of Destruction, those Wii games, that's where I got started. But some people, that came in a lot later. Just a difference in age. That's where I got started, though. And in my opinion, still the best official Monster Jam games to ever be released. Okay, so this is blue right here. Except that little foundational part. I mean, I don't even know if this will be seen later because the actual, you know, container has to get put down. But I'm just doing this just because I'd rather be safe than sorry. And then this right here gets red. And then this down here, I don't think we're gonna see any of this later, but just to be safe, you know. And it's not like I can do anything else right now because I don't remember how to do chalk for the life of me. And until I can remember how to do that, this track is kind of stuck where as it is right now. Oh boy, I always got the selection show is starting. Selection show is starting. That's what my dog's barking for. We're excited for the selection show. Oh, let's see here. What is this intro song? Good lord. Monster Jam used to be so based in their music taste, and then as soon as the JCB Digatron song started, or as soon as they started using that, that's when it all went downhill. I mean, even the Monster Jam theme song was acceptable for its first little while, but at some point it just got... Monster Jam just went off the deep end. Alright, here we go, it's starting. Time to stop talking and lock in for a minute. This is not even at all. What the heck? Maybe it's because I didn't paint this and it's like throwing me off. Okay, that's definitely not what it is. It's just weird. One of the faces is much longer than the other. Oh, I just painted them to different points. Who am I kidding? Alright. Dude, JCB just getting all the names this year. It's like, everything is a sponsor. Utah Sports Commission 2-Wheel Skills. JCB Last Chance Qualifier. Alright, Arena West. We're going for Tim Hall here. I don't think we're going to get Tim Hall, but we're going for Tim Hall. Alright, I mean, we already know it's going to be Matt. We already know it's going to be Armando. Oh my gosh. I thought, okay, so they're showing different clips. I saw them show Megalodon. I was like, there's absolutely no way that they would give Angelina, but that's not what it was. Alright. Alright. I almost already started going crazy about this lineup. Alright. We already know it's Armando. It's what we expected. It's just Armando and Matt. You know, as much as I'd love to see Tim, I think that's both expected and understandable. It's Tim's second year ever. What are you gonna do? So far we're off to pretty much exactly what I was expecting. So I mean, I can't be disappointed. A little let down to not see Tim, but I think everyone was rooting for Tim at least getting LCQ. So let's see here. I don't know when that event's going to be. I've just been kind of working on it occasionally, but I haven't really worked on it much at all in a while. Alright, Arena East. Lil Zim, Cody, Kristen, maybe John Sr. Obviously, Kristen doesn't deserve it, but what are you going to do? It's inevitable. Oh, what the hell's going on here? There we have it. Lil Sim, Kristen, Cody. Who saw that coming? Ah. I'm just gonna invite Kristen to anything. But again, it's like, at this point, Kristen's gotten so many undeserved invites that it's like, I can't really be that disappointed because I and everyone else all saw it coming already, so it's like, I can't really be mad, just disappointed, you know? Alright, Freestyle Mania is going to be weird. I think we can all agree Tony Oaks deserves to finally get that main field spot, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going Weston Brianna only, but also there's so many main field spots, I can't really see that happening, so I don't know. I'm actually really interested to see it. I'm going to be kind of sad if it's just Weston Brianna, though, because there's so much potential for this. But, I mean, you know, again, what can you do? FMX, I don't think are really going to play a role into this at all either. I mean, they already don't care about points, obviously, that much. So I don't think how the FMX did is really going to impact too much here. Oh, I don't like this. Where's my blue? Oh! Is it Fernando and Tony? I won't believe this. Yes! No way! Yes! Tony Oaks! Oh, what an awesome day. Tony Oaks in main field. Oh, we have all waited so long to hear that. That is incredible. That is the best news. Fernando too. Wow, I can't believe that. Coming into this, I said between Tony, Fernando, and MJ, at least one of them needed to make their debut. Now we already have two. We have two of them making their debut. They completely screwed over MJ. It should have been MJ, not Fern, but either way, it's still a big deal for sure. All right, so that's 9 out of 27 already. So 2/3 coming out of stadiums, not bad at all. Not sure if international is going to really mean anything here. Alright, now we are moving into stadiums. I think they're just going to neglect international after what happened with Blake, because they completely removed it from their site. I'd love to see, you know, Charlie Pauken, but, you know, we all got wishful thinking sometimes. Something about this doesn't look right. Whoops. I thought that was dirt. Are you kidding me? This is horrible. How did they put Cole Vennard and Kayla Blood and not Corey Rummel? That's not real. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That's bad. I was really looking forward to everything up until that. That's unreal. Now let's see Stadium East. I was really thinking they would actually redeem themselves this time, but that's just not good. I mean, no. Kayla Blood in Mainfield is the one thing that I was very, very, passionate about not wanting to see. That's just very upsetting. Stadium East, not any better. I mean, it's everything you'd expect. Stadium East, every single driver there you would expect to see, so that's a huge bummer. I wonder if we still had Blake if Kayla would not have been in main field. I mean, you know, Fern, Tony, great, but very frustrating. I wonder if I could make this look smoother up here. He is talking about overseas, so it is Charlie Pauken, I assume. I don't know how many spots have been. 17 plus 9 for Marina. So yeah, there is one. So I guess it's Charlie Pauken, right? I mean, certainly. And that's really exciting for me if that is what the case. I mean, we'll find out in about 5 seconds because I've not gotten to see Charlie Pauken World Finals, and that's one of the things I really wanted to cross off on my bucket list, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to. So that's cool at least. There's at least if there's any positives, it's Fern. Don't like that. It's Fern. And Tony, obviously. Main field debut? What the hell? Okay, Brandon Arthur, that's good. That's solid. Obviously, I would rather have seen Pauken, but Brandon, I think, has earned it, you know? It's a bit of a bummer. I really did want to see Charlie, but what are you going to do? Alright, well, main field sucks. That's pretty ass. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about it. You know, Fern, Tony. It's just there was no really pleasant surprises. There weren't really any of those except for Fern and Tony. But, oh well. Oh, that just completely messed that up. Let's fix that. Alright. Yeah, Joe, I understand not getting in. Joe has not been on it this year. You know, I love Joe as much as the next guy, but if we're trying to be fair, 6 drivers debuting in last chance qualifier. Matt Pags and Jamie Garner as the alternates. Michaela? What the hell? Okay, we need Alex Barden. Nice. Okay. Perfect. I don't know how the hell Chelsea Van Cleve is on this list, but that's a good list. CP3, Tim, Montana, Alex, Triton, Brandon, Joe, Zim, Mike. I mean, that's solid. It's 10 out of 10. A couple of those guys should have been main, but all in all, not bad at all. Alright, this looks ugly now, but it will look better when there's, okay, skills. We need this to be, Brandon Telechka. Brandon and Tim. I want to see both of them. I mean, the announcers have literally nicknamed Tim over this competition. 10? 10? Interesting, okay. Can we get Tim and Brandon? Tim, yes? Yes! Let's go! Tim, Brandon, and Tony. That is huge. That's what we want to see. Tim, Brandon, Tony. Awesome. Love to see it. CP3 would have been a great way to cap it off, but there already is Weston and Brandon and Tony. That's already 3, so I understand not having CP3. But it would be cool to see maybe next year, you know. I really like that. That's a good lineup for skills. Can't really complain at all about that. That's perfect. High jump does not really matter, but we might as well hear what's going to be. I don't think they will soar in Salt Lake City if last year said anything. It's not 10. Oh, okay. I didn't say it was going to be 10. I got thrown off with something you said. Chris Kohler instead of Jim. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, Jim did do next to nothing this year. I love the guy, obviously, but it's just true. And then, of course, Zach. I mean, this is exactly what my predictions looked like, except I had Jim instead of Chris, so. This was a... I don't know what to think about this year's lineup, you know? Ooh, the track. We're going to break this down here. Ooh, I like it. I like this track. I don't know if I like this track. It looks cool, but it looks like a disaster waiting to happen for freestyle. They're turning into the stands going out. A truck is going to roll into the stands. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know that it will be optimal for freestyle. I'm not sure that will be the best for freestyle. I think we have a little bit of a World Finals. Shoot, I don't remember what to do from here. This is as much as I remember. We don't need to hear schedule. Oh. Two-wheel? What the hell? So LCQ is first. LCQ doesn't get qualifying. So it's LCQ, then two-wheel, then racing, then high jump. That's weird. I understand having high jump last because you don't want to, you know, destroy your truck in high jump right before freestyle, but I don't know. I can't really get that to look perfect. Again, though, once the chalk is on, it'll kind of cover that up. Alright. This track is about as good as it's going to get. I mean, I can just keep stalling before putting on the chalk and act like I can get more done. But this is all I'm going to be able to accomplish before I figure out how to do the chalk. Because I still don't know. I like this, though. This is a pretty solid track. Actually, since the selection show is over, I guess I might as well go ahead and demonstrate this track. I originally was going to do this like Tacoma style with Batwing, but I realized that building an arena pod is not in my best interest. It's just so many very specific things you have to do. I'll probably do it soon on the Arizona State Fairgrounds still because I want to. I feel like it has a cool vision, but I didn't feel like making arena pod this week. It's just ugh. No one wants to do that. Alright. Well, I guess I'll show off my track really quick while I digest the fact that Caleb Blood just got main field and not Corey Rummel. Oh, wait, Corey's actually not there at all. There must be a reason that Corey isn't there. Yeah, it is very weird that Corey is not even there at all. There has to be a different reason. Alright. Yeah. I mean, selection show's done, so let's show off the track here. It's obviously St. Louis style, that goes without saying. I expect to use this in the Fall Brawl series later this year. I just have to, you know, refine a few things and get the chalk on and get some textures going, but I think this is going to be a track that I actually use on the BeamNG circuit. If you didn't see my post, my community post, I was saying I want to try to actually start using my own tracks in my shows. Obviously, not necessarily for all of them, because these tracks take a little while. I mean, this track, just from what you're seeing here, was like a 4-hour project, so that's pre-chalk, pre-texture, pre-packing, all that stuff, but it is a St. Louis style track. That's about all there is to say about it. I mean, it was inspired by this year's track with this jammer and mini flip right here, but it's a little different. I made the turn pods actually functional instead of whatever they came up with this year that's basically completely useless for both freestyle and skills. I mean, literally the only thing that this year's turn pods had in the real shows was one lip for doing skills moves. I put them back to how they used to be in like every other St. Louis style track ever, because it's just the most practical. Like, I can actually do a combo here without getting an 18-point deduction. So that's a change. Obviously, because this is a fairground, I did have to squish in the center obstacle a little bit. Oh, I broke the sway bar. So I just removed all the in-between stuff, so now directly next to the racing lane is the jammer, and then directly next to the other racing lane is just a freestyle ramp. I got rid of the extra ramps in between, and then I shortened the racing lanes just because it would seem the most optimal. I'm pretty sure on the real west that center obstacle is actually a slope, but I went for the rigid, I forgot what it's called, FMX ramp or something. I went for that because I just like the way it looked better, honestly. Ski slopes are not really my thing as much because they're just big obstacles that don't really provide that much for a run, and it's like, I just don't really like that. With an FMX ramp like that, it's at least, you know, more functional for getting good air. I did have to adjust the step up from just the default ramp because it was way too steep, but yeah. This is a mini flip. I haven't added in the tires yet, but they don't actually do anything. Oh boy. So, I mean, I don't know. I am really disappointed that Kayla got into main field, but I'm not entirely sure who I really would have put in her place. Solely because of the fact that Corey Rummel isn't available that day, I guess. I'm fine with her getting in, I guess. MJ or Tim Hall Jr. deserved it infinitely more. Even Mike Christensen deserved it infinitely more. He had 3 more wins than Kayla this year, I think. I don't know. Kayla had 0 and Mike had several. I know that. So, Kayla Blood getting main field is really my only arch nemesis here. I mean, even Jamie and Cynthia both getting main field I'm fine with, even though neither of them had particularly great years. But, I mean, Kayla is just an outrageous pick. I think no one's very happy about that one, I'm sure. What can you do? I'm just feeling out this track right now, making sure before I really put on the finishing touches, it flows well, because there are a few things I still don't like about it, but At this point, it's like I've already painted the ramps, so it's like, what can you do? I mean, it's just a one-off little fairground track. It's not really that big of a deal to have look perfect. If it was a replica, I'd be a little bit more strict on it, but it's supposed to be a fun little project. My first public release. I'd like to get it out this week, but it depends how well I can figure out the rest of the steps. But yeah, I do intend to make this a public track at some point. I just don't know when that will come. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, only having 2 invites from West, I feel like it would have been a good opportunity to put Tim, but then again, you know, it's always the argument, you know, Tim's only done 1 stadium show, and is only on his 2nd Monster Jam year, so that's understandable. And, you know, I know I'm saying a lot of negative things, so I think there's some things we should be acknowledging too, like Brandon Toluchka and Tim Hall Jr. are both in World Finals Skills. Fern and Tony are both in Mainfield. What was the other one? Alex Barden and Montana Robbins are both in the LCQ. I'm not sure about Michaela being in it. That's a little strange to me still, but I mean, I can understand. I mean, it's Megalodon, and she's... Of the female Monster Jam drivers, although, like, her freestyle runs kind of bring down her score, or her points so much that it's not noticeable, I would say she's in the top 3 of, like, actively competing in Monster Jam ones. I'd say it's her, Brianna, and, Jamie, in terms of what they're able to do. I mean, we haven't seen her do, like, a backflip, obviously, but looking at skills moves alone, it's number 1 Jamie, number 2 Michaela, number 3 Brianna. It's not really a single question about that, so I think it's pretty fair to see her in. And I mean, LCQ I'm not really going to be too angry about. I mean, it is what it is. Alright. Oh, I didn't actually see what he discussed after the schedule about, like, encores or anything, so I'm just gonna quickly pop in the AirPod and see if I missed anything important. I'm assuming it's just gonna be stunts. Yeah, the track is weird. Welcome, everyone, welcome. I'm not very satisfied with the fact that Kayla's in. That really the only part I'm that passionate about are that Kayla's in. Dude, Friday Freestyle is gonna be where it's at. Weston, Tyler, Zim, Zach, Chris, Mike, all on the same day? I mean, I still feel like the next day is actually still going to be insane. Because there's just so much talent right now, and the 14-truck lineup really emphasizes that. You know, I am happy to see Brandon Arthur, and I would have much rather seen Charlie Pauken, but I mean, Brandon has had the year of his life. So I really would not argue against it. It's more of a preference than like a does he deserve it thing. I would have preferred Charlie Pauken, but okay, wait. I gotta listen to this. '25th anniversary of El Toro Loco Encore. So we don't know what that encore will be. But I do like that he said encore and not stunt. Okay. Dude, Saturday Freestyle is also one to watch, though. I still don't think it's going to be as good. I mean, it has Ryan and Adam, and I guess Bryce. But other than that, I mean, Jamie's not really a freestyler. Bari, Tristan, Brandon, Matt, they're not really freestylers. So I think there are more non-freestylers on the Saturday show, but oh well. I still think I would have rather seen literally anyone that isn't Caleb Blood be that last spot. In fact, are there any Fell drivers in LCQ? There's Chelsea and MJ. Chelsea and MJ, is that it? That's crazy. Okay, I want to hear what the Saturday Night Encore is. Stars and Stripes Encore. I don't dislike that actually. I feel like that has potential. It really depends who drives in it though. Like if that Encore is actually like Tony Oaks and whoever the hell the rest of the Stars and Stripes drivers were, I'd actually really like that. But I didn't actually catch who all the Stars and Stripes were apart from Brandon and Bari. Or not Brandon, sorry. Bari and some. I know I saw a different one. I just can't remember who it is. I don't know if all the ones from last year are coming back or not. All the schemes. Oh yeah, Tony. Sparkle Smash. Stars and Stripes. And where's the other lineup? I gotta see that freestyle lineup. So we got Tony, Kayla, Matt, Fern. I don't know. But if that is actually the lineup in the Encore, that would be pretty sick. I don't really know what the Encore could be, but I like the idea of it. Alright. I don't know that they won't be stunts. I know they're encores, but they might just be stunts that are happening at the end of a show. That's really what I'm expecting. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna drive around while I listen to this last segment here. Just make sure I'm not mixing anything. I feel like there's a Stars and Stripes from last year that's missing. It was Digger, Toro. Was that really it? Oh my gosh, resized chassis are so dramatic. Okay, so we didn't really say anything else about it. Now I gotta figure out how to do these stupid chalk lines, because I don't remember how that works. I dropped something down here. I don't know where that went. Alright. Yeah. My only actual problem with this is Kayla getting in. I already knew Kristen was going to get in, but I mean, Kayla's just a new low. Meg. Is that coming back this year in LCQ? Is the lineup posted on the website? Whoops. Shoot, where'd that go? I don't know. Lost cause. Yeah. World Finals. You guys can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, I am really pumped about a lot of these things. I think MJ did get screwed over, but I was expecting that. No Meg Stars and Stripes this year? I wonder why. It's on there? Oh, no, you're talking about the website. That's weird. I don't see why they wouldn't just throw it to John or Michaela. Okay, I'm... Racing Finals Triton versus Alex would be so sick. Honestly, looking at this LCQ, the only driver I wouldn't want to see in main field would be Chelsea. Which is probably because 10 of these 12 people are independents. Which is also, I mean, that's sick. I mean, because, well, no. I was going to say that showing they're giving independents more chances, but actually, let me look at how many Feld drivers are in the main field. Okay. So there are 24 domestic Feld drivers during the season. I guess for the purpose of Blake and West Meg not counting, we'll call it 22. There are 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 out of 22 domestic Feld drivers were invited. The only one that did not get an invite was MJ, and Kayla did. So, I guess the LCQ being almost all independents is not that surprising. But, whoa, I'm sorry. I will say, just in terms of, you know, raw points, that is still fair. I mean, let me look at the standings from this year. Oh, okay, my math must have gone wrong somewhere. 24 domestic Feld drivers. 21 got in. I must have miscounted. Because MJ and Corey both got screwed over. But there had to have been something not related to Monster Jam with Corey. Because Cole got invited and Corey's not even an LCQ. I'm pretty sure that basically guarantees that there was something else going on for Corey. But, yeah. I guess the independence thing does make sense. I mean, the bottom 4 on Stadium East were all independents. 3 of the bottom 4 on Stadium West were all independents. 4 of the bottom 5 on Arena West were independents. So, I guess it makes sense. I feel like there are still some, you know, like Triton, Mike Christensen, that maybe should have got the chance, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. My only wholehearted, real complaint about this lineup is Caleb Blood in main field. Other than that, 10 out of 10. We do still have to discuss the track. Chucky did not deserve main this year. I believe looking at no FMX points, Chucky would have ended 4th. Even though Brianna placed below him and still got in the fight, I would have argued she didn't deserve it either. But with Corey not being there, I understand her getting picked, because obviously they need someone to rep Bailey Circuit. Oh, I apologize. I did not realize that BeamNG was so small. That's annoying. I had no clue. Alright. I keep getting distracted. I gotta figure out how to do these stupid chalk lines. Because that's literally the #1 thing that's tracking these right now. I'm watching a tutorial on the side. Alright, I need to know all this. Decal Road Editor. Okay, now what? Oh. Like I can see as my hair has dried, it's come forward. I took a shower directly before this stream. What do I do? What am I doing? Okay. So I'm going... Oh, never mind. Oh, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Oh, it's coming back. Alright. We're going to start things off with our chalking. This looks ugly, but it won't for long. Never mind. I don't want this. I don't want this. Okay. It looks really bold right now, but that's just because we haven't gotten to the point of... Actually, no, the problem is I have not made it chalk. That's actually what the real problem is. This is supposed to be chalk, and it's not. What the hell is going on here? There we go. Alright, this looks bad, though. I guess we'll angle this a little bit more. I don't know what's happening up here. We're just going to push this line up. I just set this height again. Kind of got messed up. Okay, can I get this stupid thing out of the way? I don't want this. This is just creating issues. Can I, like, hide it? Can I put it in here? Thanks. Cool. Oh, jeez, okay. We want... What's it called? Set height. There we go. Where do we want to set it to? I guess we might as well... I forgot how this works. Do I right-click and... What the hell am I doing? I totally forgot how this works. Okay, my phone just keeps falling. Oh, you guys are learning with me. Or I guess I'm learning with you guys, is what I should say. Alright. No, this is not a show, Kenneth. Hey, I like to hear that, Virtual. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Okay. Now I see what I'm doing. We're gonna have to smooth that out, but that is what I needed to do. What's happening right here? There we go. Okay, what do I do? Oh, okay. Tutorial editor. That's not what we're looking for. What do I do? I really forgot how to do any of this. What do I do with this? Why do I have this? What am I looking at? I need the inspector. I thought that was already on the screen by default. I suppose not. Where do I find that? No, it's gonna be up here probably. No, sorry, window. There it is. Alright, now we're back at it. Look at that. Terrific. Alright. The game might have just died. It really did not like whatever I just did with that. Alright, restarting the game. That is why you save. That's why I saved the map right before I tried to work with that. Sorry, no, I'm not talking that much because I really like these cashews. Alright, here we go. Back to business. I haven't tried to work with chalk lines in 2 years. Alright. Let's get back to work. So I don't know what happened with the inspector right there. That was odd. We're going to be wanting that, though. Let's actually add another scene tree if I can't. Oh, I can't. This is... Can I just unplug this wheel? What do I do? I forgot how to do this. It's slightly coming back to me, but also not really. Decal board. Yeah, I can't lie, I'm not seeing that. I thought it would be a material editor. But I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. Just had to do a little bit of searching. That looks ugly. That does not look right at all. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. It has never looked like that. What the heck? Okay, I need to fade it. I don't know why it looks so bold. Oh, it's not what we want at all. I'll make this all 2. Okay. I don't really want that on the far end. Let's put that back to 0. How does this work? Oh. These are the ones we wanted too. What? I'm so confused. Okay, it actually does not look bad though. So let's actually just keep doing that. Why is my decal road editor gone? We need to line this up in such a way that you can't see where that color transitions. There we go. Oh, this is so buns. How do I fix this? Is it because I turned up this thing to like 1? No, it just didn't make these 2. I just don't like the way this looks. Why is this one not here? What the heck? Okay, we're just gonna delete this one because I don't know what it's doing. How do I delete it? Oh. Yeah, you gotta go, pal. I don't like having this chalk angled this way. Something about it just looks weird. Okay, that's why. This is called chalk marking. We want chalk line. Oh. They were spelled differently for some reason. Chalk line just broke my whole game. There we go. Oh, it looks so much better. Actually, really doesn't. Oh, that's why. This needs fade. This needs fade, please. Oh, now it looks okay. I was using the wrong chalk all along. Huh. Still looks kind of weird, but it's just the way this track was made. Like, there's no way for me to make this track not look a little strange. Or these ramps, I should say. It's just kind of how they're gonna be. Just because of the way they were made. Alright. Now I know what I'm doing. We can do this a lot faster. 2, 2, bang. And then I need to find out where to get the backflip texture I need. I can just pull it out of basically any one of my maps, I think, though. Any one of the 2026 maps I drive on, I'm pretty sure I could just grab it from any one of those and then copy and paste it in. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Now we're looking a little better. There's something I don't like about this. I think it's because I try to make it an angled ramp and it's just weird. I think it's this section right here is what's throwing it off. If I just paint this red or get rid of it completely, I think it'll look good. Right? I was not expecting a Sud Anniversary Encore. It's one of those things I know we all wanted, but it wasn't going to happen. Alright, where's mine? Terrain editor should just be default. I mean, who's even using the other things? Okay, this is 100% what we needed. That looks a lot nicer now. So much better. Like, it's not even close. Now the question is, do I want to make this brown, or do I want to make this red? Kind of like it brown. I'm just going to get one more row of this down. Oh yeah, now we're looking good. And then just kind of clean up around here like this. If I make this red, it looks better. That looks alright. It's a lot of very little nitpicky things that I just really hate. I just hate the way that this works, but this is just a problem with the way that BeamNG terrain tools function. There's no way for me to make this not look so bumpy. At least not to my knowledge. I mean, I've tried basically everything on some of my older tracks to make that not happen, and it still happened. It's just kind of inevitable. Alright, where's my road editor? Alright. I kind of forgot where most of the stuff even is on a Monster Jam track, honestly, like where all the chalk lines go. So I'm kind of just winging it here. I guess we could have this go all the way down. I mean, that wouldn't hurt anyone. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I know it goes on all the edges and all the faces. That's all I can really think of. Alright. Oh, what the? Okay, why are we doing that? What is it doing? Okay, we're just gonna not do that then. What we're gonna have to do here... Oh. Right here is where the problem starts. So what we're gonna have to do is do this. Make this its own chalk line. Start and fade there. But not on this side. And then we're going to have to kind of pick up where we left off. Right there. Chalk line. Bang, bang. Okay, now this looks stupid. We need to meet this up, like, directly. Okay, actually, this needs to be 0 then, right? Which one of these becomes 0? This one. This becomes 2. There we go. And now we can make the ends meet. That's what we needed. Now we're going to do some edges. Just like this. Alright. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Get back in my prime a little bit. I mean, my other track was not particularly eye-catching. And it vanished from my game files, so that track's abandoned, but it was fun while it lasted. It was a good learning experience more than anything else. It's kind of setting me up just to get comfortable with some stuff, and then abandon it for a while because I was upset that my track disappeared, and then come back to it when I got bored one day, and now it's actually really fun. They've updated the ramp pack a lot as well, for track building, so there's a lot of ramps that are nicely made already. But I'm really liking this. This is fantastic. That's way off center, but we'll fix that. Don't even worry. Slide it to the side. Slide it to the side. Okay, this one actually does not need the fade. We'll give it double ones. Yeah, that looks good. This actually needs to be straight on, though. That'll do. I don't remember, does it... Why am I, like, blurry? Does it... Oh, this hurting my neck. Yes, I did manage to get Plane Crazy 2026. Here we go. Now I see what's happening here. Oh no. That's not good at all. It's getting pinched off. Okay. Okay. Now I'm remembering what the chalk line does. The chalk line actually dictates where I need to paint. Okay. I see now. I was just looking at pictures of arena pods and I was trying to... I know what the problem is. It's these stupid... It's these. It keeps trying to get caught on these and it's messing everything up. All these need to go. They're ruining my track building experience. And are incredibly irrelevant to the task at hand. Okay. I'm hoping that was a problem at least, because otherwise I don't know what's going on here. I hate how every time I do one thing, it closes like all the... Okay, so that was not what the problem was. I don't know what that is. I think I might just be making it too long. Because if I do what I did right there and I like sectored it off, it actually worked fine. Alright, I'm liking that. Chalk line. 2-2, bang. That looks good. I like it. Right? I guess we'll get these edge ones out of the way. Because otherwise they're just going to make everything else look worse the longer they're around. Why does this never save the other two? Alright. Fantastic. I'm not sure if I'll keep that white line down the middle or not. I like it. But I don't know if it's correct to have. I think it is, right? Am I crazy? Something about this feels weird. Okay, that's also just not working. I don't know why it keeps going to the floor. Is it these? I can get rid of these. I thought they would be out of the way though, so I don't think that's it. But something about this lip is throwing me off, trying to make this lip. Also, I think this does go. This does not look right. Yeah, that does not look right. Let's save really quick, just to be on the safe side. And we're going to very quickly just do one of these little bends right here. Make it look nice and neat. Alright. And chalk line. 2-2, enter, bang. Try to fade this into itself. That looks good. That looks great. Round this off a little bit more. A little bit more, a little bit more. This actually needs to come in completely. That looks solid. I like that. Oh, that is spectacular. Alright, I'm really liking the way this is going here. There's not really... I can't really provide much commentary as much as I thought I would, at least. I mean, there's just not that much to talk about. It's kind of just something that happened. Wow, I don't know where I started that, but I started it perfectly. I mean, I can't even tell where that happened. I don't like this, though. So we're gonna have to adjust this whole line. And that bottom part of it, because it looks awful on the side. Yeah, that looks much nicer, like that. Chalk is just such an important finishing touch on these tracks. It is a little bit monotonous, but the track looks so awful before you put in the chalk. Doesn't matter how functional the track is, it's always going to be horrible without any chalk. And I mean, that's not even that bad. Like, that looks... I mean, that wasn't even that bad to do, and it looks great. Like, that added so much. And it took, like, maybe 15 seconds? No, it's like a minute, maybe, but... I mean, look at that. It already looks so much more like a track. Like what you'd want to see. Where is my... Why can I not put more? There we go. A lot of the times you want a good amount of nodes so that if they start to get pinched, you can, like, expand them like this. Oh, that might have been too many nodes, actually. We're gonna scrap what I just said. You want a good amount so that they don't get, like, super pinched, but you don't want too many to where it's, like, hard to work with, you know? Like, these are gonna get pinched, probably. Oh, they did. Look at that. No, they did. Very much so, actually. As dramatic of an example as I could have ever asked for. Okay. Well, that's okay, because we need to straighten these out pretty badly anyway. One solution is we can just jet this up and then just stretch all the other ones back out. Oh, this one node right here is really messing this up. Oh, there we go. Just squish it in a little bit. Sometimes that's really the solution with these stupid chalk lines. Just push them in. I'm also putting all this commentary like I really know what I'm talking about, but I kind of don't. Like I've said, this is my first time doing this in like 2 years, and some of it has changed a little bit, so, you know, I'm just trying my best here. But I think this looks really good. Like, I really like this. I still hate the way this specific part of this specific ramp looks, but it's like, you can't really do anything about that. I'm going to save this again, just to be safe. I might finish this track today, but I still have other stuff I need to do, so I don't know. Probably not, because I have to figure out the textures for the backpack, and then the backpack, wow, for the backflip, and then textures for the road, and all that jazz. A lot of jazz I don't want to listen to today. You never know. Keep in mind, this is my first, you know, actual, like, track that I'm trying to make here. My last one was okay from, like, years ago, but it was, like, I don't know, keyword okay. Like, there was not really that much to say about it, so... obviously, this one's not going to be perfect here, but we're just trying to have some fun. Okay, like I was saying before, I can't really remember how these, how the chalk lines work on lips like this. But I'm just going to try to do something like this. I don't know if that's right. But, I mean, it looks okay. I just need to move this one more towards the edge of it, since that's kind of the whole point, is to line the edges. Yeah, that's kind of what we need. Fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. 2-2, bang. Put it together. I want to try to keep it off the side of the ramp. And then we'll just have to repaint some of those specifics. I kind of forgot that chalking is supposed to come before painting because it dictates where you paint. There's a lot of things that I forgot in the couple of years that I've not made tracks. I mean, I've made one my entire life, and it was not spectacular. But I think this is going really well. I have to fix this paint for sure. Something about this is weird. It's like slightly off center, even when I don't know. I'll show later if it's still an issue, but hopefully it won't be because it's kind of annoying to have to run into, you know, some little technical issues when the whole actual like physical part of the track is good, but like the visuals just don't look quite right. I mean, this is a fully functional track. I mean, some of the ramps are weird, but it's like too late to do much about that. Well, I want to get this guy out of the way. I really like this. This is just a little, you know, skills kind of popper thing. I think I could knock this all out with just one. Bang, 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 bang. Boom. Chalk line. 2. I like the 2. I don't know why. It just looks good. Kind of have options here. It's going to have to come out pretty wide anyway. I don't know how this is still getting so pinched. There we go. Oh, that looks bad. It just keeps getting pinched. Stop doing that. This is why you don't really want to make really big, just single chalk lines, but I felt good about this one. Yeah. There we go. It's just a little harder to work with, because one wrong move, and there you have it. It can be messed up again, but I like that. That looks good. Then we're going to have to finish this part off, which we'll do with the boom, boom, chalk line, 2-2, bang. Soften the up on the edges a little bit. Pull it down. Pull it up. Great. That's all going to get filled in red. I'm going to pull this in just a little bit. Great. That is perfect. You can't ask for better chalk line than this. Can I copy and paste that? Duplicate. Oh, yeah. So what the heck do I do with the duplicated one? Okay, I don't know how that works. When we're just not gonna duplicate it. I wish I could just directly, like, mirror that without trying to figure out what that whole duplicating thing is, but I'm just gonna do this. Let's get the chalk 2-2 out of the way so we can see what we're actually gonna be working with here. Chalk 2-2. This needs to come in a lot. This needs to come in a lot. This comes up to, like, the edge right here. Comes in. This is going to come out a little bit, I think. No. No, that doesn't come out. It just all comes in. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I added an extra node. That's going to be a little bit of an issue, but it shouldn't be too bad at all. Keyword is a little bit. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. This I'm not liking. Something is not right here. This comes out too far still. And it actually is too wide out. It needs to be tighter into the ramp. There we go. That looks good. Let's pull this here. And make this a little bit wider and have it come out a little bit more. Almost like boxy in a way. And then we'll complete that. This is the less fun part of track making. A little bit monotonous. I should probably be reading chat throughout this, but I haven't been, just because I've been, you know, trying to get it done. One more series for beach shows or fairgrounds. The fairground thing, that takes place in the fall as not part of the Monster Jam series, but it is part of the It's called the Fall Brawl Series, and the idea of it is it's 2 full independent tours. And then those 2 independent tours qualify for a big independent show, kind of like the Independent World Finals. And then whoever wins that Independent World Finals show is the one that gets invited to the next year's Destruction Series. So it's like a big step-by-step process, but there are, you know, fairground-only tours and stuff. It's just, they run in the fall instead of the normal season, because we needed all the independents to run on the Monster Jam, you know, Feld driver tours. We don't really have enough drivers for that to not be a problem. I want to make, like, a little arrow here. Alright, we don't need to. I don't really care about that. Alright. Let's do that. Shock. Bang, bang. I don't like that fading, actually. You guys will see my idea here in a minute. I need to get these to meet so perfectly to make an actual arrow point. Yeah, I actually do need these to fade. This looks really bad without the fade. Oh my gosh. 22! I think the fade might make this look really good, though. Oh, yeah! That's what we needed, the fade. Oh, that looks so good with the fade. Never mind. Ignore everything I was saying about the fade. That looks terrific. Alright. If you guys can't tell from looking at this, this is a popper ramp. And you're supposed to hit it this way, because if you hit it this way, you're going straight into the wall. Alright. That looks really good. I love how that turned out, so let's save it and not lose those 10 minutes of work right there. I suppose I had this AirPod in this whole time not playing anything. It's because I was using it to try to figure out some stuff. Sorry. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb during the stream, so I could lock in on it, but I don't have to turn that off now. Alright. This is great. I am loving what we're working with right now. What is this right here? Asset browser is part of the scene tree. Okay. Now we're going to go back to where we were before. I got a little sidetracked there. I got excited to do that popper. I was sick of doing this same old little area over here. Chalk line, 2, bang, bang. And this needs to pull in a lot. That's almost there, actually. Already looks good. I had an extra node on this one. It's kind of messing it up. Not by much, though. That's probably good. Oh, that's the issue. That line was going in too far. It's actually supposed to be like out here, kind of. That's too far over, I think. The problem is I made this one too round. The other one's so boxy. I can't fix it because if I push this in, it gets pinched. That might be okay. Yeah, that's perfect. All across the board, that's exactly what we've been needing. And then we're going to take this one, pull this one, not all the way, I guess. We're going to have to pull it to there. Chalk line, boom, boom. And then we're going to have to finish it off. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so weird. That is great. This is good. I mean, the only thing I've actually accomplished during this stream was painting the backflip and putting down this little bit of chalk so far. That does go to show that, or that does go to explain why I just kind of stopped doing this for a little while. It just takes so long. But I mean, it is fun, don't get me wrong. Alright, so we kind of need this to go kind of here. I don't want this to come out too far, but to get that angle right, it does have to come out fairly far. It has to come out like this, which is a little strange, but will you do? Oh yeah, there we go. That looks good. Alright, let's keep things rolling here. Chalk line. My neck is starting to hurt. Because this is one of those things where compared to any other activity I can be doing, I really have to like focus in on this one. I'm starting to like do that lean forward. Two, drag, great. This is actually way off. Still way off. Still off. This needs to be way forward. That looks good. Oh yeah, that's terrific. I'm loving how well this is going. Now how the heck am I going to make this happen? That's not it for sure. I mean, this is the only way that this could end up happening. Oh, but see, how do I stop it from doing that? It's just not made to bend that way. Unless I maybe pull it in, make the mini flip just a little bit smaller. Tricky one. This might be the method. Why is it doing that? Alright. So if I can pull this up. I can't though. It just goes into the it just goes into the floor. Like, is there something it's going to? No. Oh, shoot. Okay. And it only does that for the chalk, conveniently. See, these other ones don't really have that big of an issue. This could work. It's not going to. Oh, wow, okay. I gotta be very careful what I do here. Oh! Bang, bang. Bang. That's perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but like, for the issues we were having, that's like as good as we're gonna get. Bang, bang, bang. That's gonna be chalk. 2 and 2. Alright. So we're gonna pull this kind of out. I don't want it like that though, that looks bad. Pull it in. This is gonna meet here. Except it keeps whacking out like that. There we go. Wait. Okay, this is actually going really well right here. This is good, this is good. This is what we want. Oh, this is great. This is good. Okay, okay, okay. Can we make this kind of like this, though? I like that more. This is good. Okay, this is awful. That looks so bad. That's what we want. Okay. Perfecto. Alright. Chalk. Bang. I don't think anyone's done Glendale 2026. I mean, I know for sure not that I've seen. Oh. Oh, okay. Now I see how this works. Okay. I understand now. How every time I pick something up, the whole game starts like having a stroke. Oh, this is so much nicer to work with. Stop doing that. Okay. Much nicer. What is this? I don't want this. Can I put this somewhere? I don't want this. What is this? Okay, we're just gonna get rid of that. I don't know what that is, but it was not doing anything for me. Okay. What we're doing? Trying to terrain paint. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. We're almost done, actually. Well, at least with the essentials. After this, the only other stuff that's here is really just up to preference of how much detail you want. I'd rather it look good than not, so I'm planning to put some textures on it. But, I mean, like, just like the raw track and stuff is almost done-ish. Kind of. I mean, we still have to do this for the backflip and the, turn pods, but, I mean, all in all, that's not that much. Alright. After I'm done chalking, I think I'm going to end the stream, just because we've already talked about what we were here to talk about. Reaction's done. The track's basically already made. Like, all that's left is the boring stuff that no one really wants to see. So it's like, no real point in streaming that. I want to do some other stuff than just build a track. But it is very fun. Anyone who's ever been a little bit interested in maybe giving it a try, I definitely recommend it, you know. If you don't like it, then don't do it. But if you at least give it a try, you'll find out if you don't like it, and then you don't have to do it. But if you find out you do like it, I mean, it's really fun to do. It just takes a little while to get good at. I mean, evidently, this is still my first track, so I can't say that much, but I'm having a good time here. There is that main obstacle, all finished in its glory. I don't know why my render distance is being weird, but it's not actually all finished. I have to go back through and I'm gonna have to repaint some of that stuff that is now in chalk lines. I kind of forgot about that. So I'm gonna finish painting and chalking. I'll say that. I'll finish painting and chalking on stream, and then I'll end, because it's already almost 7. Wow, I thought it was like 6. So this is furthering my point here. But if this is something you guys would like to see me do more, I am trying to build more tracks, so just saying. I still don't like the way this looks. This comes out way too far for no apparent reason. This just looks so much better when it's nice and concise like that. I really don't know what my thought process was before. It has to come out a lot here just because of the way that the chalk works. Like if I try to move this, this might break it. I actually don't know how I got that to work. It was giving me so much trouble earlier. Is this being greedy if I try to do this? Wow, I actually can't believe that I actually got that to work. This is looking pretty good. This mini flip still looks stupid because it does need to get that This looks stupid too. I need to do set height. I need to just like restart on this little obstacle here. This is a disaster. Where's my terrain editor? Where's my terrain editor? Set height. Do I want it the lower or the higher? Probably at the lower because the mini flip literally might not work if I do it right, so. Bang. What? Did I forget how to set height? I did forget how to set height. I have to do this. I have to do this. Alright. Now that that looks okay, we're going to re-soften it. Shouldn't be a problem. Turn that pressure down. You just make this actually look like a ramp. Alright, then that immediately looks 10 times better. Ish. Oh, I missed a part. No! I can't smooth this too much because this is a mini flip and it needs to have rigidness. This is the one part I didn't like and I tried to fix it and I messed it up. Set height. Okay. Okay, now that this is all looking good, we're going to pull this smoother back out and just fix this all up. Let's make this look a little bit nicer. Can't go through one stream without some insane barking. I don't know why that looks so weird still. I don't know, but I'm a big fan of how this is coming out. It does look a little bit off, just I think because it's my first track, but it almost gives like a classic, you know, one of the earlier BeamNG map feels in terms of monster trucks, which I know is probably not a good thing, but if it works and it looks alright, then I'm happy. That's all I need out of this. I don't know how I'm going to do this lip here. Do I do like this? That looks stupid. I think I make the chalk the lip. keep forgetting I have to press enter whenever I do this. I think making the chalk the lip is the play. Or making the lip chalk, I guess. Alright, you know what? How long have I been live for? Holy moly. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours. I've had a lot of fun making this track so far, but I gotta get to doing some other stuff for my day because I can't just be going around building monster truck tracks all day. So thank you all for watching. Especially, sorry. Thank you all for watching, especially you, Virtual, for sticking around the whole time. You know, back on the topic of what the stream was originally going to be, or I guess what the other big thing about this stream was to be, you know, this is not the worst World Finals lineup we've had, and it's not the worst it could have been, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of is. I feel like it had a lot of potential here to really take some creative directions with the invites, but they invited Kayla Blood of all people. Like I've been saying, I can be not upset about literally every other decision except for inviting Kayla Blood because she ended dead last. And it's like, you're kind of just openly admitting that your tours are literally, or that the points tours are literally meaningless if you're inviting someone that got dead last, you know? It's just kind of, like, annoying. Because I was really, I mean, I already, like I've been saying, we already knew Kristen was going to be in it. But with Jamie now piloting Sparkle Smash, I really thought we were going to get a grace period from Kayla Blood World Finals. And we all have been, unfortunately, proven very, very wrong. In the meantime, though, enjoy me running this track and seeing what things I messed up that it's too late to fix. I mean, we can fix the decorating, but the ramps themselves are kind of done, so. I really do like that ramp. That popper ramp, I love it. The arrow just looks so good. I might try to smooth out that, ramp a little bit. It's a little bit blocky when you hit it, and it kind of gets in the way of actually being able to get good air. I really like the way this corner ramp works. If I can even get to it. That's kind of the good send it ramp out of this track. Obviously the backflip is not done yet. I still have to actually obtain that, but I liked how the design is going of everything. I just tried to mimic the 2026 track designing, but have the actual layout be, you know, before they change St. Louis style, but not entirely. It's more so just so that it will actually fit on this, and because I actually wanted to have functional turn pods, which I did accomplish. But yeah, there's a lot of things in this that are not as difficult as I feel like I used to think they were. And a lot of it's been advanced as well. Like, the ramp pack is completely different than it was a couple of years ago. And I think this is really going to make me do more tracks. I mean, now that I actually know what I'm doing and I know how to get a blank map and all that stuff, I know how to use find and replace and all the fun stuff that I used to have no clue how it worked. I really think we're going to see more of these. Anyway, back to the conversation we were having. World Finals, Kayla Blood in main field is really the only thing I don't like. That definitely should have been MJ. It's insane that it wasn't. But Brandon Arthur getting a chance, I think I agree with that. I mean, he's had a pretty good season. Should it have been Charlie Pauken? Absolutely. But Brandon Arthur is definitely not the worst thing that could have happened here. Especially if we're going to have anyone to rep Megalodon. Like said, still should have been Charlie Pauken, but it could have been worse, you know? Kevin Crocker, I think, should have had a chance at LCQ, but I'm assuming he just didn't want the invite anyway. Like, I don't really know how that would work, because drivers find out at the same time as us whether they can get in, but, or sorry, whether they do get in. They find out at the same time as us, but Kevin might have just said in advance, like, I'm not interested, because he's talked about it several times, not wanting to do LCQ and all that, not even wanting to drive, so, I don't know. Because I know drivers have dropped out after lineups are announced, but it is weird to, you know, I feel like they would have still invited him, especially over Michaela, of all people. I mean, she definitely didn't deserve it. I like two-wheel getting expanded to 10 trucks. I don't know if they're still going to get 2 hits. I think they should. My 2 picks for two-wheel both got in, as well as Tony Oaks, though. So I can't really, I can't critique it at all. I mean, I wanted to see Tim and I wanted to see Brandon, and I got Tim and Brandon, you know. Like, genuinely, the only thing about this entire lineup that I'm genuinely upset about is Kayla Blood. But it's, like, such a specifically upsetting thing that it's just, like, all I can think about. Because, like, I mean, really, she ended dead last. I just don't see how they still decided to invite her. It's just crazy. But, I mean, Tony and Fern both getting their first main field is huge. Chucky Pauken getting to compete is huge. There are a lot of good things to come out of this lineup. So, I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy. Because I'm glad Colvin Ard gets another chance, even though I think it really should have been Mike. It's just a lot of, like, little specific things. But overall, I think this is the most exciting lineup that we've seen for the World Finals post-COVID. Just because so many drivers are getting first chances or second chances. Like, some drivers that had, like, a gap year where they were invited, then they weren't invited, now they are invited, like Cole and Chris. I thought that was pretty cool. And, of course, the, 8 drivers getting first chances, so, yeah, it is a pretty cool lineup, all things considered. It's just, Kayla Blood is just such an obnoxious pick. If you're already going to invite Kristen just because you want to, did you really also have to invite Kayla? It's just nitpicky things that are not necessary. But, yeah. Definitely looking forward to the World Finals. The track kind of sucks, honestly. That's going to be probably mentioned in a different stream closer to the World Finals. I might try to break it down a little bit, but, I mean, yeah, the track is pretty bad, so, I don't know. My rear steer just stuck for a second. Yeah, I do want to make some replica tracks on this map because it's such an easy map to work with. And basically every single replica track that I could make for an Arizona State Fair is also super easy to do. I'd probably do a county fair of all things, though. Like, the State Fair tracks usually are pretty bad compared to the county fairs, honestly. We'll see what happens. I'm just having a good time running this, man. I'm just trying to feel out this track, because I really like how well it's turned out, just visually. Even though it's still obviously not perfect in some ways, I think it could have been a lot worse. The racing lanes look a little funky, I definitely could see. I think a lot of it is just not having textures. Without textures, it just looks kind of weird. Oh. I keep breaking those random bars in the middle that have something to do with suspension. I don't even know what they are, but I break them all the time from side slaps and whatnot. I also need to make it so that the map can be, or so that the venue can be, like, interacted with. Right now it's on no clip, and I kind of forgot how to change that. But yeah, the more I look at this track, the more I realize how important it actually is to have, like, those textures in the turns and stuff. Because it does look really dull without them. I was trying to moonwalk that, but I couldn't shift in time. Alright, let's feel this out. I still really don't like the way that jammer looks, but I don't think there's much I can do about it at this point. I mean, just one little ramp on a random custom fairgrounds track. I don't really think anyone's going to be too bothered by it. I need to stop turning the rear steer so fast when I land, because I keep breaking it. Not like losing it, but it just gets like locked into place. Like right here it might. Okay, I got lucky on that one. But it's like a bad habit I have. Because you know how everyone anticipates the landing with front steering, but like especially in like a slap wheelie. But like sometimes I'll be landing and like right here I'd like turn left to try to change the trajectory a little bit, and then the rear steer gets stuck. Oh, I need to add an entry ramp right there as well, just because it's an Arizona Fairground classic. I mean, you can't really not have it. Oh, that would have been a sick save if I didn't get shut off. Can I do a consecutive right here? Oh, that's not happening. Yeah, right here I have to add a little jump on these concrete barriers. A lot of the times at the real shows, they don't really do it anymore, but they used to. They just put some dirt right here and the trucks could jump into the venue. I figured I'd do that here. I just kind of forgot about it until now. But I think I'm done working on this track for the day. It's just so monotonous. Alright, well, like I said like 10 minutes ago, I am going to end the stream here. Thanks to everyone who came out, and I'll see you all later.